No one knows how many gay people there are in Britain, but government estimates that 6% of the population, around 3.6 million people, are lesbian, gay or bisexual. In the UK, homosexual men and women still find it difficult to come out.
The town that I grew up in wasn't the most cosmopolitan place you can imagine. Gay meant incredibly camp, over-the-top character. That was never going to be me.
For millions of people in the world, being gay is still punishable by death.
In Iran, by the Sharia law, there is death penalty for gay men. That's why I left Iran and came here.
Many members of the LGBT community experience tough challenges, from bullying in the workplace to being rejected by their families. MESMAC is one of the oldest sexual health and social wellbeing organisations in the country.
Yorkshire MESMAC is a gay men's sexual health project and has been around for over 20 years. I've been with the project for 5. And we assist individuals on a sort of one-to-one basis around things like a new HIV diagnosis or coming out. We can offer them one-to-one support on any issues that they may have, such as problems with their housing or problems with benefits. Good morning, Yorkshire MESMAC. Pete speaking. Okay, so you want to know about testing times?
We have a married men's group, and it's incredibly difficult for those married men to come out to their partners, to negotiate that coming out process, which can be incredibly difficult.
The kind of guidance that we give them is we can provide free and confidential counselling, but also it's about assisting them through the process. So they make the decisions that they need to, and we sort of support them through that. The last time that we saw each other, you were feeling quite down and a bit despondent and just not really sure about it.
One MESMAC user, who wants to keep his identity hidden, struggled for years before he came out.
The reason why I don't want my identity to be revealed is because I'm not the only one who's living with the consequences of it. I have an ex-wife, I have a child. Before I first came to MESMAC, my life in a lot of ways, certainly on the outside, was perfect. And obviously once you are married, you've made some very important promises, and it feels utterly impossible to take all of that apart, particularly when the issue is something that you've never breathed a word of to anybody in your entire life. The inability to talk to anybody else about it was incredibly isolating, and it just led to me feeling more and more trapped. It got to the point where there were only 2 choices. The first choice was to carry on the rest of my life down the route that I'd already set off, or the other was basically to end my life. I found out about MESMAC just from the internet actually, and spoke to one of the counsellors on a one-to-one basis. All obviously came spilling out then, and I was able to tell them all about it. But the most important thing for me at the time was being able to have a conversation with someone about what was going on when that someone wasn't involved in the rest of my life.
Another MESMAC user, originally from Iran, had to flee the country when officials found out about his relationship with another man. He also faced challenges in the UK before staff at MESMAC helped him to cope with the stress.
I had so much difficulties because of all the problems that I had previously back home in Iran, and then coming to another country with completely different culture and going through the asylum system. They were causing a great deal of mental issues for me. I couldn't cope with everything at the time. So that's why I started the counseling. Really helped me to get over some other things. That was great, and I appreciate it.
We also help other members of society. So for example, we see people from the deaf community, because it's really important for us to be able to access other communities that may not necessarily access us.
What we're really keen to do is to ensure that people can participate in our organisation, participate in our campaigns. So if you feel like you've got anything to offer, please do give us a call and we'll ensure we can fit you in somewhere.